Hypnosis is the bypass of the critical factor of the conscious mind and the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. So basically it has two parts which we will break down. Let me read it again. Hypnosis is the bypass of the critical factor of the conscious mind and the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. Okay, when you break that down into steps, first, the hypnotic induction relaxes your mind. This is the part of the definition where the critical factor of the conscious mind is bypassed. A very important and comforting point to make here is this bypassing of the critical factor of the conscious mind. Sounds like some pretty powerful stuff, and it is. However, you should be informed that this in no way suggests you no longer maintain the ability of total control over yourself. You always maintain a choice and free will in the matter. I will touch on this more later. Okay, so the next part after the induction is typically a deepening. This ensures the maintenance of a deep, somnambulistic trance through the entire session. Again, sounding pretty powerful. It just means you will be able to stay relaxed through the whole session. Then the definition goes on to say, and the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. The second part. This is important and relates to what I said a moment ago about maintaining control and choice. Even the U.S. government's department that defines hypnosis knows that without the suggestions being acceptable, there is no hypnosis. This means that if you hear something you don't want to hear, the hypnosis is no longer effective. The next part of that second part, it talks about selective thinking, the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. This means just what it sounds like. An effective hypnosis suggestion is not only acceptable to you, but selective to the theme of the hypnosis session, meaning what we are working on for a particular session. So again, it goes as follows. Hypnosis is the bypass of the critical factor of the conscious mind and the establishment of acceptable selective thinking. I'm sure this last time I read it, there seems to be more clarity after hearing it chunked down. So in everyday terms, most people describe their hypnosis session as surprisingly easy and enjoyable. That is what makes hypnosis so fun and powerful when it comes to the not too often fun of making deep changes in habits and behaviors. Hypnosis is an absolutely excellent way to make these deep changes so much more easily. The next thing a person can wonder about after hearing the general logistics of hypnosis, as you just did, is why does it work? What makes hearing suggestions with a hypnotically relaxed mind make a difference? I can expand on this for you some. The model hypnosis uses is fairly simple, and we will just go over it briefly. We have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and deeper yet to the unconscious mind. The three levels of mind are a good model for the purpose of understanding why hypnosis works. The conscious mind is the task mind, the mind you are listening to me with right now, the mind that analyzes, decides, and pretty much is the front door to your habits and beliefs. This is a great part of the mind, as they all are, We get through our day with our conscious attention to detail, being organized, keeping appointments, and so forth. This is also the mind that when habitual thinking has set in, protects any possible new suggestions to come into the deeper mind, this conscious mind. It is the mind about you that questions if UFOs exist and is suspicious of an unsavory character. This protects us. It is a great part to get us through our everyday life. The practice of hypnosis has also found that this part of the mind, with all of its benefits, also is the part of the mind that stops new habits from replacing the old habits you do not want anymore. This means that a person decides they want to quit smoking, lose weight, learn to meditate, resolve depression, find happiness, and/or all the good things hypnosis can do, but find it challenging because habitual thinking and beliefs that have been conditioned in all of us do not want to change, because the conscious part of the mind is already taught one way of thinking and doing things. It's taught to protect and shield these things. The conscious mind really is the front door. This is brilliant, actually, because the mind, the conscious mind, is doing exactly what it is supposed to. And yet, this is where the great people in hypnotherapy, and actually therapy in general, in many forms, found that giving suggestions to the subconscious mind, passing this critical conscious mind, is how great and rapid change can take place. So this brings us indeed next to the subconscious mind. You may think of this mind being the middle. First the conscious workings of the mind, and then the subconscious mind. This is where beliefs are held. Meaning, unlike the conscious mind, this is the mind that holds all the things you have adopted as beliefs and habits that you do not have to consciously think about anymore. Here's an example. Do you have to get up every day and remember what your favorite food is? Your favorite color? Do you need to remember each day what your general beliefs are? No, see, these are beliefs that are stored for you in the subconscious mind. Always there, but not requiring conscious attention. Not the mind used for daily tasks. Again, the conscious mind drives a car, reaches for a door handle before walking into it. This subconscious mind remembers for you all of your beliefs. Because this is where your beliefs are. This is also where your habits are. Habits are a result of beliefs. I always eat this way. I need to smoke. Also the good things as well. Your belief that loving your family is also in your subconscious mind. So this is where your beliefs and habits are. Just where hypnosis needs to be effective. We move on shortly to touch on the final and deepest mind, the unconscious mind. This is unimportant to hypnosis and overall kind of unimportant for our general thinking. This is a very important working of the mind, just not for any day-to-day purposes. This is the mind that is like the hard drive of a computer. This is the mind that is automatically programmed from birth. It knows how to pump blood. You breathe without thinking about it. Going to the bathroom, blinking. The healing of our bodies on a very essential level. Such as your body knowing how to heal itself when you get a paper cut. That's not something you have to consciously think about to make happen. So there is a general idea for you of the three minds. And this gives you the ability to understand the following. The middle mind, that subconscious mind, where the habits and beliefs hang out, is what hypnosis passes the conscious mind to get to. Make sense? It will get more and more clear. Now, the school of hypnosis and hypnotherapy doesn't claim this is anatomically the way the brain is built, but that it is an accurate model of the workings of the mind. It gives us a roadmap. Now you have a general understanding of the model hypnosis works with. And when suggestions reach the subconscious mind, being that you agree with them, change happens on a deep level, giving you the ability to learn something new, make changes, and live the life you want. If I tell you now, if you are a person who wants to quit smoking, stop smoking, you will probably just look at me and think, yeah, nice try. However, in a relaxed, hypnotically induced state of mind, you hear tailored suggestions that you like and agree with, and you will feel a deeper response. And without even having to consciously think about it, your body and habits respond differently to the stimulus that used to cause you to want to smoke, as one example. This leads me, before closing, to touch on just that. The importance of the style of suggestion that will work effectively. We already know that it is powerful to get a suggestion directly heard by your subconscious mind. But what about different styles of those hypnosis suggestions? Can this make it even more powerful than a simple direct suggestion? And the answer is yes. I will touch briefly on my specific suggestion style. I use direct suggestion, which is very powerful. I use the therapeutic metaphor. And the third level is a gentle imagery and visualization. The RichMind Hypnosis sessions are also designed to have 2 levels in those 3 styles, meaning a direct suggestion to the subconscious mind and a direct suggestion inside of a metaphor. So basically, with the direct suggestion, I double up. There is a reason for that. Again, direct suggestion, which is doubled up, therapeutic metaphor and imagery. This ensures we communicate to the subconscious mind and even the conscious mind. Yes, we said earlier the conscious mind is bypassed because it blocks suggestions to the subconscious, unless hypnosis is involved. Yet, once the suggestions are delivered to the subconscious mind, a new level of suggestions back to the conscious mind ensures all levels are in agreement. We just have to get to the subconscious mind first. And then this style of suggestion has aligned all important functions of the mind, getting agreement from all parties, so to speak. So a simple suggestion in hypnosis is very powerful. And yet, when suggestions are used with the most powerful methods for effective impact, we have combined all forces. You get what you want this way. If you wonder just how suggestions can be heard by the conscious mind as well, like I said earlier, you always maintain awareness and control. The conscious mind is always there. The critical part. It is just relaxed purposefully to give enough direct suggestion at the right time. and this will compound the agreement from the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And this often misstep is what effectively brings suggestions and the changes you want to manifest in your everyday life. Okay, this is all very exciting, and I have given you a lot of information. And some of the most important frequently asked questions are as follows. Do I black out in hypnosis? No, actually you're very aware. In fact, more than most of the time. In many ways, you will remember everything and have the ability to accept or reject any suggestion. Next, can a person get stuck in hypnosis? Or what if the hypnotist doesn't emerge me? A person can never be stuck in hypnosis, regardless of what some Hollywood movies would like to portray. At any time, during a session, pre-recorded or in person, you have the ability to emerge yourself at any time. The ceremony of emerging at the end of a session is simply a very nice and relaxing way to follow and allow the hypnotherapist to guide you through all the way to the end, and a very comfortable way to emerge after hearing all of the suggestions. Oftentimes, there is a purpose to the type of emerging, so it is good to allow this to happen. However, at any time you do have the freedom to open your eyes and attend to anything you need. You will find you won't want to do that most of the time because the deep relaxation feels so good, and it is nice to be in a hypnotic state of mind, especially for the time required. You will actually notice a few of the RichMind Hypnosis sessions actually have you do this and emerge yourself, because it is more fitting for some situations. Next question. Are the changes permanent, and how often should I listen to get the desired results? A change that is made in your beliefs is permanent until you change it. It is nice to have free will. However, yes, you can expect the changes to last as long as you desire. As far as listening to your sessions for a certain amount of time to get results, that depends on each person. The sessions are designed to get results in one listening. However, nothing can take away from the ancient power of repetition. Listen multiple times because it compounds the good suggestions that much more. The first listening is obviously the most important. However, listen to each session 5 times for the first week to powerfully compound your new and exciting changes. After that, it is based on your comfort and your preference. Also remember, even with instant changes, the mind and body still sometimes likes to take baby steps in adjusting to such deep changes. You will find it exciting as you notice your changes surfacing in your awareness as each day passes. Now, in preparation for your RichMind Hypnosis sessions, please do allow up to 45 to 50 minutes of peace and quiet for yourself in a place where you will not be disturbed during this time. Make sure there won't be any loud noise too close to where you are. You can lay down on a bed. However, as good and relaxing as this is, I suggest if you are having trouble staying awake during the sessions due to the incredible relaxation, try to sit more upright in a reclined yet comfortable position. You will find that if you listen to these right before bed, it can be more challenging to stay awake too. These are designed for you to stay awake, hypnotized, but awake during the entire session. The most important thing is you are comfortable and in a quiet area for enough time to experience the session. There is no better time of day or required amount of times to listen to a session. Unless you are falling to sleep, I would suggest listening a little earlier in the day. Last but not least, as far as preparation, be happy and excited to hear the good suggestions and just how fun making your life the way you want it is. Be positive, hear and accept the good suggestions, and wake up more excited each day. Your mindset is so important to your results. Set your intention to see the changes before you even listen. This will make it work even better. I am just about finished here with the pre-talk and excited for you to experience your first of many great hypnosis sessions. It really is amazing to have a way to grow and make changes in life that feel good. You will find that it really is our habitual thinking that defines our experience. Let's take control of this for ourselves. It makes a difference. I find that so many people are curious about hypnosis, generally positive, and even a little anxious to try it out. And what I see that stands out the most is the hope in people's eyes. Like when you have seen a person who is so genuine and wants to find a better way, and you can just feel what they are feeling, wanting to help this person in any way you can, and those feelings of joy grow as you experience true compassion and acceptance of people. And that each of us is in a different place, yet we relate to very much at the same time. We are all looking to find the happiness we know deep down we are meant to have. And I promise you can find it. It was about 10 years ago I first started studying hypnosis. And the first time I saw it, it looked like magic, and I wondered if it really worked. I saw people become relieved after years of discomfort. People find healing, and most importantly, I saw a glimmer of hope and a desire to live fully in the eyes of so many. 10 years later, the only difference is now I know it works, and it still looks like magic. It is nice to have confidence in something to get where you want to be. Thank you from RichMindHypnosis.com, and enjoy your hypnosis sessions.